Good morning folks and welcome back to a new video. My name is Chris and in 2024 I bought myself a sailboat. It's a Chanot Sunmagic 44 and she was built in 1989. I bought her for my circumnavigation, but before I'm able to do that she needs an extensive overhaul. But not just the boat itself, so does the engine too. In my last video we removed the engine from the boat and it is now ready for some maintenance. Good morning guys. We're in the middle of the winter, as you can see. It's flipping cold. Celina is doing good. I just checked on her. And since it's minus 10 degrees, let's head over to the workshop and get work done with the engine. All the work was done in my friend's workshop and from time to time it was quite noisy. So unfortunately I had to do some voiceovers instead. I started to disassemble the gearbox and as a first step I had to dump the oil. It was quite shocking in which state the engine really was. It was full of rust and many parts have literally fallen apart. Many were corroded beyond further approval. I really hoped I was able to find spare parts for my engine. The fan and the disc damper are corroded beyond further usage. The gearbox still looks quite alright. Even the bearings seem to be in good condition. Here you can see the turbocharger, which is full of rust, and I am afraid I have to get myself a new one. The mixing elbow, however, I trust I can reuse. Have a look at the starter engine. It is really corroded and I guess I have to buy myself a new one. The fresh water pump seems to be quite alright, but let's have a closer look once I have cleaned it. Some of the gaskets were made of paper and it was quite obvious that they cannot be reused. The seawater pump has to be disassembled as I have to change the impeller. This gives you really power. This has 2200 Newton meter torque force. I polished the oil cooler in order to reuse it, but I'm afraid the damage is too deep and I have to get myself a new one as well. After I removed the major parts from the engine, I had the engine blasted, but instead of using a sandblaster, we used dry ice. It is applied with almost 8 bars of pressure, and the temperature of the ice is minus 81 degrees. It was not all super shiny afterwards, as we noticed that the previous owner must have used 3 different layers of paint. Once we were finished, the engine was free of any grease and rust, and it was basically ready for repainting. In between of all this work, I was trying to identify sources for my engine parts. I have different catalogs, but to be honest, none of them they have what I really need. I found a very good webpage here on the internet, which hopefully has all my parts available. I was able to identify all my parts and the associated part number, and I finally placed an order. Unfortunately, it will take between 3 to 4 weeks for delivery, so in the meantime, I will concentrate on something else. The other day, I already cut 140 layers of 600 grams glass fiber, and this will be pressed together And once it's finished, it should have some 5 centimeters of height in order to produce a very stiff foundation for my engine. Right now my engine is mounted on 2 steel profiles, and I'd like to remove those and make it a little bit of a more modern look. I will use glass fiber and some foam, and once it's finished, it should be hard enough to support my engine properly.
In total, I had to cut 560 layers of glass fiber to produce 4 blocks of DIY G10. G10 simply is compressed glass fiber with epoxy and hardener, and it is extremely robust and can withstand heat, water and chemicals as well. Those blocks will then be embedded into hard foam board stripes, which will absorb the engine's vibration and its weight. The glass fiber stripes were compressed with 3 tons, and 1 day later the result was fantastic. It just needs to be cut into its final shape. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more.